Hello. Today I will be answering the questions of the map questions prompt by Lecter.
Today we're going to be going through the "What kind of pedo are you?" BuzzFeed quiz. Bro, okay.
Question 1.
Are you trans age is question 7.
What is your age of attraction? This is a weird one for me, because I'm honestly not sure I have one.
Limitless baby rape, dude.
I don't have frames of reference in my head for what, say, the average 13-year-old or the average 65-year-old looks like. What I do know is that I found people of all age groups whom I found attractive. Whether they fit stereotypical physical characteristics of those groups or not. Doesn't mean I don't have preferences.
Bro's going all the way down to newborn.
But even those tend to shift back and forth by the day. Yes, this includes babies. Yes, this...
Arc Fallen, how the f are you saying then how is he a pedo? What do you mean?
This includes elderly. It may even include corpses, but I haven't devoted much thought to it. Question 2.
Straight up, he's attracted to babies and then goes, maybe even corpses too. He really is on the paraphilia grind.
What map identities do you use? Ergo, pedophile, child lover, youth-oriented, etc. Simply using minor attracted person suffices for me. It's a label I use out of convenience, for it encompasses nepiophilia all the way to ephebophilia, although the latter
Just makes it really convenient. He wants to f babies, he wants to f tweens. Map is just so convenient. All of that in one tiny package.
extends a bit beyond the typical age of majority. It's a thought-provoking question, to be sure. I feel as though I haven't had much of a chance to think about what I am until recently. Question 3. How did you discover being a map?
Oh god, do we want to know?
I'm not entirely certain. I think one day when I was lurking in the paraphile community, I thought about it and realized that on...
Oh my god. This is someone who didn't think he was a pedo, getting involved with the pedos and then realizing he was one. Or being, I don't know, depending on his age, maybe he was groomed into being one. I don't know. This is wild. This is...
Some occasions when I saw certain children in real life, it caused feelings of attraction in me. Even back when I was a child myself. I grappled with this, saying that it wasn't the children I was attracted to, but the physical characteristics.
What do you mean? I wasn't attracted to the child, just the baby's foot. What do you... Small...
You know, like telling myself that I just like smooth faces or something. Which is true. Then I thought, even if that was
How
the
smooth? Smooth as a baby's butt?
case, a map I am. For I found myself attracted to characteristics exclusive to children, as they usually are. I was running out of excuses to avoid the label, and now, here I am. Incidentally, this period of self-discovery very closely mirrored my experiences realizing I was bi and trans. I need to emphasize. Finding something attractive does not make someone a danger to them. Else, for example...
It does if what you're attracted to is inherently a vulnerable person. I would suggest, yes, actually.
homosexual women would be a danger to other women.
Nope. Nope. It's not sound. I think lesbians are a risk for hitting on women, for pursuing women romantically. Which is fine. That risk is fine, because that's not inherently bad to do. That's not inherently rape or abuse.
Question 4. Do you like being a map?
Oh, man.
Yes.
We already know he loves it. Prior to this, we watched a video where we talked about his 3 kinds of pride. One of the forms of pride he feels as a pedophile is his special ability to see the beauty in children, dudes.
I feel neutral about the attraction itself, but I'm happy I have it because it's given me insight as to how our community is treated and misunderstood. Deliberately.
He's the Paul Atreides of pedophiles. He went to the pedo forums and was accepted as a true pedo.
or otherwise. It has helped me see the flaws in the logic of our oppression, and has given me a more personal incentive to fight for the paraphile community. I wouldn't trade my attraction for any other. I feel neutral about them all. Question 5. Are you out to anyone in real life?
Ooh,
No.
not surprised.
I live in an extremely conservative environment. Few people even know I have LGBT characteristics. One of my closest friends, who is also a map, knows I'm
The networking, man.
doing activism for this community. I haven't told them I'm a map myself. Although, if they don't suspect it, I'd be
A double pedo agent, man. 007. Representing the range of primary attraction to kids. The ages he likes them best.
shocked. I undertake my activism knowing full well that aunties may dox me to my
But, like, why would he be shocked? Have you been sharing pics? What do you mean? He's gonna be shocked. He must suspect there's a reason. You know, whenever I stream to him on Discord, all my tabs are Facebook pages of kids.
conservative environment. At which point, I don't know what will happen to me. But I know the risks. I've nothing to lose anymore. Question 6. Does being a map affect your general political or philosophical beliefs?
Oh man, here we go. This might be the brightest gem we ever see. You ready for this?
Not directly, I don't think. I was already aligned with the paraphile community before realizing I was a map myself.
And why were you already aligned with the paraphiles? What political views do you have? What led you to be so sympathetic and to join them?
Question 7.
No?
Are you trans?
No? Okay. He talked about being a radical, stigmatized paraphile and how he's a radical leftist who wants to fight that oppression. I mean, he already did in this video. Curious.
Age? I don't think so. Then again, I at different points also didn't think I was.
Hold up.
I don't think. Question 7. Are you trans age? I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Then again, I at different points also didn't think I was bi, trans, a map, etc. I do, however, feel as though I haven't properly existed until recently. I wonder if that kind of feeling ever ties into being trans age. Question 8.
He's gonna come out as not being a pedophile because he identifies as one. That's his ripcord to get out of it.
Are you map for map?
This isn't real. What is this? Is that like follow for follow?
Very rarely feel romantic attraction, but I think that at this point one would at the very least need to be radically supportive of the paraphile community in order for me to feel comfortable dating them. If they were a map themselves, that's a good sign. Question 9.
We need like Tinder but for pedophiles. Oh wait, that's just called Discord.
Do you have any other non-normative identities, ergo queer or zoo?
It doesn't. That's not ergo. I saw people in chat getting mad about this, but I didn't look at the text, yeah.
Do they play a less or more important role in your life than minor attraction? Queer, yes, I am bi and trans, specifically agender. I'm not sure whether or not they have a more important role in my life.
I presume that's a gender, as they are a they-them, not age gender.
It was minor attraction that helped galvanize me into becoming an activist. But it was the former two that had a part in leading me here. If autism counts as a non-normative identity, which I'd say so, then it has by far the most important role in my life.
No! We disown you. We of the Council of Autism disown you.
I suspect I may also have ADHD and bipolar, but I lack the confidence to self-diagnose. Question 10. Favorite thing about your preferred age group?
Bro, no, I didn't notice that question was in there, dog.
They're human. That happens to be my favorite animal. In all seriousness, I don't know how exactly to answer this question. Question 11. Are you crushing on any kid or teen right now?
Dog!
No. Not for lack of interaction. I spent a lot.
The worst part. Not for lack of interaction with the.
No. Not for lack of interaction. I spent a lot of time around them.
Dog.
I find lots of people attractive, but I very rarely crush on anyone. Such a thing may require me to know them
He's into lots of them, but isn't crushing. I see.
on a deep personal level. Question 12. What's your dream date?
No. Please, not Disneyland. Don't hit me with the Disneyland.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I feel as though any answer I give here would be generic. Just someone who shares enough of my values. My dream date doesn't exist, so I don't really feel all that picky. Question 13. Describe your ideal kid or teen.
Bro, why did you send this to me?
This question disturbs me. Maybe it's the possessive phrasing? I'm not entitled to have any sort of mold in which I deem is the best a kid or teen can be.
He doesn't want to hurt the baby's self-esteem. What if what if a toddler can't live up to his beauty standards? He doesn't want to inflict body image problems on him.
I don't know. I like that they're becoming more and more radical. I guess my ideal kid or teen...
Did you hear that?
I don't know. I like that they're becoming more and more radical.
He likes that they're becoming radical, like him. Recognizing and fighting oppression, such as that pedo's face, I guess. Okay.
I guess my ideal kid or teen is a leftist leader.
Oh, I should have paused him. It's funnier than anything I could possibly say.
If this question means my ideal kid or teen to date with or something, then none. I'm anti-contact.
Okay.
With regards to fiction or fantasy, how about a smart, sweet Futanari? Question 14.
High IQ, hermaphrodite baby for him, sir.
Do you know any children or teenagers you admire or look up to? Many of them, particularly
These guys are way too comfortable, bro. On their, like, parallel pedo internet, doing all this
marginalized
stuff.
ones who survive or fight against their oppression, including those in the paraphile community. Question 15. Do you consider yourself a youth liberationist? This ties in neatly with the last question. Yes, I do. Children are among the most oppressed and exploited people on Earth. And part of the reason I am anti-contact is that I want to combat the means in which adults can exploit them. Question 16. What songs do you associate with being a map?
Watch out. This could burn any one of us. I got hit with him doing the autism thing. It could be any song. Watch out, it could be your favorite. It's coming.
I don't think I'm cultured enough to give a satisfactory answer. The thing is, the answer to me would have to be a song that could be applicable specifically to paraphile struggles. I'd be interested in hearing other people's answers. Question 17. Do you have any map headcanons? Yes, actually. I headcanon Ike and Soth from the Fire Emblem Tellius games as Ephebophiles.
This might be the best video I've ever watched, and simultaneously the worst I've ever watched.
Though I can't explain why that is without divulging spoilers.
Much like everyone who plays Fire Emblem, I believe most of the characters are pedophiles.
There also happens to be a manuscript that's been floating in my computer for 5 years, and in that manuscript there's a little girl who I headcanon as a map. The thing is that I'm the one who wrote the manuscript, and thus I'm the creator of this character. I didn't write her as a map at the time, but in retrospect
He wrote a story about a little girl who's a pedophile.
seems obvious to me that she is one.
Wasn't it the hook-handed pedo Todd Nickerson was interviewed, and he talked about how he made a comic book where kids have the power of super intelligence so they can consent?
Maybe once I redraft, headcanon will become canon. The author ain't dead just yet. Question 18. Do you watch children's cartoons or movies? What are your favorites?
I will immediately climb out of that window and jump if he says Bluey.
I'm not certain why this question is here, but I will answer it anyway. Yes, I do watch children's cartoons. My all-time favorite is Gravity Falls.
I'm not familiar.
Others I really like are Avatar, Steven Universe,
Free Square! Free Square! Oh boy.
and Gumball. As for movies, I catch Disney stuff from time to time, but I rarely actively seek it out. Again, I don't know why this question's here, but it feels good to answer. Like, I get to talk about my special interests a little bit. I'm too focused on real life stuff in the para community these days to really get into any of it.
The para community.
Question 19. Are you a Kodokan? Yes.
Explain.
I have fetishes for lollies, shotas, and non-binary equivalents.
Surprise. Inclusive lolicon. Let's go.
This was something I was certain of long before I knew I was a map.
I'm gonna have so many mad comments on this video, dude. I presume Kodakon is just the gender-neutral version of being a lolicon or a shotacon.
Make a video one day about whether or not I think lolicons are automatically maps, but the short answer is no. Question 20.
Yeah, not automatically.
What prompted you to join the map community? I was lurking.
But I'd suggest there are reasons to be suspicious. And in part, it's not automatically because what people call lolicons and people who say they're lolicons over the cartoons vary. There's stuff where it's like drawings of toddlers and stuff, and then there's something where it looks like an adult and it has tits and people are like, this is a lolly. So, of course, it's blurry.
In the pro shipper community for a long time before I came.
Thank you for the 5 memberships, Hiroshima. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated.
Came across the concept of paraphiles. I've already learned about some nuances about maps that make them distinct from the awful stereotype we're oft depicted as, so I was able to go down the pipeline. It was also the matter of one of my best friends confessing to me that they were a map, so I had a personal incentive to get involved. What galvanized me into becoming an activist was seeing several instances of young paraphiles attempting suicide, at which point I thought enough was enough. I've since learned that such a thing is far from an isolated incident.
He loves this.
Question 21. Do you have any map that you look up to as a role model or mentor?
Let's go. Name them. Name an address right now, bro.
Don't think so. There are maps I deeply respect, but I'm not sure if they want me viewing them that way, seeing as how I haven't been active in the community for that long. As I'll discuss...
He needs to lurk more. He doesn't have the authority to speak their name.
In question 23.
He doesn't want to be viewed as a pedo poser.
I've changed enough in that time that those who I used to consider role models or mentors I no longer do. So I'll hold my horses. It's more like a try to learn from everyone, some more than others, but I'm not ready to single people out. Question 22. Favorite map flag or symbol?
Let's go. He loves the spiral.
The Phebophile flag looks really cool, I suppose. And I like the NB love symbol.
There we go. NB? NB love. If like N boy love? We got a spiral. What is NB love? And like non-binary love?
If I'm allowed to include groups that happen to have maps, then my...
No, Tier says that is straight up a pedophile symbol. Yes, this man is openly a pedophile. Has the thing happened for any of you? Because I've seen this happen. We've been looking at multiple people who are openly pedophiles attracted to real children, who then also say they like lolly, and then it's like a switch flips, where people go, oh, so they're not really a pedophile. No, he likes both the cartoons and the real kids.
Favorite is the X anti-pride flag. Red...
X anti-pride flag. This is the pride flag for people who used to hate pedophiles but like them now. That's surreal.
For anger, love, and courage. Orange for confusion, transition, and community. Yellow for happiness, self-love, and acceptance. White for peace, balance, and reassurance. Question 23. How much did you change since you joined the community?
Here we go.
I haven't been in it for that long, as I've said, and I've always been
he's in danger because really, in terms of his membership, he's still just a baby.
Anti-contact. But what's changed for me is that I've developed a much more principled and logical anti-contact stance, independently from the visceral emotions that sustained it prior. I'll cover the specifics in a separate...
Sounds like you've picked up the pedo PR rhetoric, brother. I don't think you've had an ethical awakening. Some philosophical and intellectual growth. I think you've been fed the propaganda they want you to repeat so people feel more comfortable about them, but...
Video. Question 24. Do you have favorite people here? Do I have to pick favorites? We're marginalized. I'm fearful of hurting anyone's feelings. Well, if I must, then I'll say that my favorite people are the radical leftist anti-contacts. There is a certain highly principled, well-read, diligent, politically minded, outspoken young map named Iris in the community.
That's the young black pedo.
I pale in comparison to them. They're not my answer to the role model or mentor question because we haven't known each other for long enough for me or them to make that call, and I don't know if they'd feel comfortable about that. But they're definitely one of my favorite people in the community. At any rate, I certainly haven't seen any anti do as much to combat child abuse as they have. Question 25.
So his definition of anti includes anyone who doesn't like pedophiles. Does that person, like, bust predators?
Would
Do
you
they do
like to
more than
meet
that?
anyone from the community in real life if you haven't yet? I'm shy. I think internet communication suffices.
Yeah.
Not that I'd mind otherwise, but I don't feel too strongly about it.
Okay.
Question 26. If you could send some message to all maps right now, what would it be?
The power word kill.
Not sure what I could tell us that we haven't heard already. Just know that many of us are ex-antis.
The collective hive. I pulled the wrong knob. I'm not used to this chair yet.
And that there will be more to come.
Bro, he was talking about converting people in another video.
No matter how oppressively hopeless things have gotten for us, we're still here. Question 27. What would you like to change in the map community?
Oh, introspection, let's go.
The further growth of the radical leftist sentimentality present, which seems
The pedo community needs to become more leftist. I think you're fine, brother. How much more could it get? Is he good? It would be so good if he goes on a rant about how it's not accepting enough of women as well. That's the only thing we're missing.
to be happening as radical leftist sentimentality usually does. Question 28. What would you change in the world? The fall of the Imperial Core would be nice. Question 29. Do you miss anyone? I had a friend who died almost 2 years ago as of this.
Ooh.
Hiroshima fed the streamer $2 Canadian super. He said ex-antis.
Yeah, by which he means people who used to not like pedophiles and pedophiles and became pedophiles. I doubt that's really what happens, though. It's probably people trying to cover it up by being outspoken.
I had a friend who died almost 2 years ago as of this writing. I really miss them. Wonder what they think of me now. Question 30.
They're looking down from you. They're looking down at you from heaven. Spitting.
Answer any question you want or share something else. The next
Then he shares like a mega upload folder link. Here's my gift to all of you.
video I have planned is going to be a massive project, so I can't guarantee it will come into fruition. Until then, I'm grateful to Lecter for these questions.
Lecter! Mr. H. Lecter?
And I'm thankful to the community for being there for me. Thank you for watching.
Oh, bro. These questions were pretty good. He's got another set he answered. What are these ones? Are these different?
Hello. In this video, I will be
playing
answering
Deltarune.
Drop Paint's 19 paratweets.
Big 3. Do you have an obscure, less-known one? This is a general paraphilia one. Number 14 should be incredible. Let's skip to number 13 and go from there. I don't want to... Most of these questions seem to more or less be the same. We'll go from here and see number 14.
Paraphilia to be cured. It's not a disease. No, I don't want to change my paraphilia. It's part of why I'm here. Again, it's just a pattern of attraction. Question 14. Do you think paraphilia should be part of the LGBTQ+?
I think he's smart enough to say no. I think he's smart enough to say no.
What, the community? No. They should wise up and join us.